What's good, champions? This is what we're doing today. We are doing a high intensity shoulder, tricep, and ab workout. We're using high intensity because high intensity does two things. It works and it saves time. I'm not going to get into this argument about high intensity or high volume because obviously there's proof and there's studies out there that both work. I personally just do not have the time to be in the gym for 2 or 3 hours a day. So that's why I go with the high intensity protocol. You do you. Enjoy this video and hopefully you'll get something out of it. Like this channel, share this stuff with your friends. Let's go. All right, first things first, we're going to have a freeze frame with my face grunting. No, I'm kidding. Here we are. We're doing side lateral raises. I did 2 warm-up sets of this particular superset, and now here is the failure set. We're doing side laterals and going right into Arnold Press. I pick a weight that I can do both of these exercises with because I don't want to waste my time grabbing the other dumbbells. So even though I'm only using, what am I using here? I'm using 30s or 20s. I'm using 25s. So I'm using 25 for the side laterals, trying to hold it for a little bit at the top. I noticed I didn't do that a couple of times, if any, to be honest with you. But here I am. I'm finally getting my weight down, so while I'm sitting there looking, I can see the strands of my shoulders. That's what I want, baby. Don't ever dirty bulk, people. Learn from me. Don't ever dirty bulk. So now, boom. Right sitting down, I'm going right into the Arnold Press. I love these. I have a little bit of a shoulder problem with this shoulder that I think was from a pull injury years and years and years ago, where I was holding my son on one arm and I'm walking down the pool and I go to slip, so I grab that thing and I yanked myself up, and that was back when I was really super heavy. So I've been having these shoulder problems now for probably around 20 plus years. All right, and I was noticing that doing the Arnold Press, I get more of a full range of motion, so it really lets my shoulder, I don't know, it feels kind of rehabilitative, and at the same time I know I'm getting some good work in. All right, so there we are. We're doing the shoulder presses, and hey, look, some of you guys watching this video are probably my age or older, so you want to work smart. You want to work for mass, you want to work for strength, but you also want to work in a way that you're not going to hurt yourself. You shouldn't hurt yourself even if you're in your 20s, but if you're in your 20s, you already know everything, so what is it I can tell you, right? So we are going past failure on that, or well, we hit failure, and now we're going to go on to the next exercise. Our next exercise is going to be front raises with the dumbbells. First things first, you see how I'm leaning forward a little bit. That gives my arms, I would almost say I'm going to hyperextend my arms past the plane of my waist and my torso to give that even just a little bit more of a stretch, so when I'm coming into full contraction, I've got that much more of a range of motion. Again, after I do the first exercise, I do 2 warm-up sets for that, and then I usually go to just one warm-up set before I go into the set that's failure. So here we are with the set that's at failure, and as I start noticing that I can hold it, I'm holding that at the contraction just a little bit longer. I want to feel that pump. I want to feel that burn. Look, bodybuilding is a lot different than being a weightlifter. All right, even though you do want to lift heavy things, because obviously lifting heavy stuff is going to activate more growth, you're trying to sculpt the muscle. So you're not worrying about your ego, you're not worrying about the numbers. The weight itself is just the tool to mold the clay. That's all you're doing. You're molding the clay. What I had been doing beforehand was I was doing a superset of tricep press downs, and then I was going right into body weight dips. Now remember that shoulder problem I've been telling you about? Well, it's getting aggravated a lot, and dips, as great as they are, they're hurting me. So I had to switch things up a little bit. So here's what we did. Instead of supersetting, I did 3 sets here, 2 warm-ups, set to failure. Tricep extensions with the rope. All right, notice how I got my butt back. All right, no, it's not because I'm trying to be an Instagram model. It's to help get even more of a range of motion. All right, because you're trying to get past that plane and you're pushing those handles out. All right, you're really getting into it. All right, and yes, I know there's people getting into the shot, but let me tell you something about that. You're not the only person in the gym, so people are going to get into your shot. Let it happen. It's no big deal. I meet a lot of people that get buttered about stuff like that, and it's kind of like, this ain't my gym. It's everybody's gym. Now, this next exercise, I straight up stole this off of Keto Savage, Robert Sykes. I stole this right off of his Instagram page. So you're taking the handle of a universal machine. There you are, just pulling it straight out. All right, like maybe like the Atlanta Braves, your that hand motion that they use, right? 2 sets of warm up, get the blood into the muscle, and then take a set to failure. All right, go right over, boom, crank it out. All right, and whatever you do on your weak side, you do the same amount on your strong side. Rep it out. Again, weight's important, but do not sacrifice weight for form, and make sure you can hold that contraction. We are done with our triceps. Now we're going to move on to our ab work. All right, next up were some leg raises, and I really should have brought my wrist wraps with me. We went, so now make sure you don't let your hip flexors get activated in this. If you feel like the muscles down here around, underneath your abs are starting to get activated, stop for a second, put your feet on the ground if you have to, or rest them wherever you're able to rest them or whatever have you, and then go at it again. We did 2 sets until we couldn't do any more. Bada boom, bada bing. All right. This particular exercise I stole straight off of IFBB Pro Bob Waterhouse, who is a natural bodybuilder. He's got an amazing channel. Just check out Bob Waterhouse on YouTube. Boom. Decline sit-ups holding the bar. All right, go slow. This will definitely kick your butt, and you're not going to be sitting there going for days doing sit-ups on an incline bench. Because if you notice, if you stay on a decline bench doing sit-ups a lot, you're going to start noticing your hip flexors getting activated. By using this bar, I'm upping up the intensity. Not by a lot, 'cause I'm not doing, like 135 pounds or some crazy thing like that. But it's enough to activate my abs quickly. And I did 1 set and 1 set to failure, just like with the leg raises, 1 set and 1 set to failure. All right, so that was the workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to give this video a like, comment below, subscribe to this channel, share this video with your friends. Check out the next video. I will drop my email address in the description below. I will also drop a link to a chance to schedule a Zoom meeting with me so we can work on your physical transformation journey. Have a great day. I love you. Bye-bye.